Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, Christian's word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, Christian's word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, Christian's word, truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. And I say shalom to y'all. And this is going to be in the news, edification. This article is from AA.com, I believe, from Middle East. And this is the latest tensions between the Israeli and Palestine situation. You know, and it's been going on, for a while now. But, recently, they've been doing back and forth airstrikes in the Gaza Strip. Because, with the little balloon incidents of the Palestinians doing. And then you got similar isolated situations of Palestinians trying to stab Israeli soldiers. And they shoot them dead on sight. I think this is like the second or third, fourth time this has happened. Within a week, I believe. I just seen a new article just now. They had like a 50-year-old Palestinian man got shot dead by one of the Israeli soldiers. He tried to attempt to stab, but it shot him right dead on sight. And he was a 50-year-old Palestinian doctor. So, these are the times that we are living in. And, it's never going to be no peace over there in the Middle East. Just like the past president of Egypt, Abdul Nasser, I believe. Well, he was a previous Egypt president back then. He said he made a clear statement, and it was a important statement, and it's still to this day. He said the Jews left Israel black and they came back white. So to let you know, those are not the people over there in the land. And then those Arabs, they not the original Philistines. Because Palestine originally goes back to the Philistines. Because the Philistines, they was living over there during that time when the Israelites was at war with the Philistines, So either groups doesn't belong over there in that land, Because the original Hebrews, the true children of Israel, which is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled birds and rights as well too, they are the original inhabitants of that land. That land was given to us. That was given to our forefathers. From Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And down on to us, the children of Israel. But back on to what I was seeing in the news. It says no statement from the Israeli army concerning the attacks in the Gaza, Palestine. It says Israeli warplanes conducting airstrikes on the blockage in Gaza Strip, according to the witness early Sunday. There have been no reports of casualties, and the Israeli army has not yet commented about the attacks. It says late Saturday, the army says a second rocket fired from Gaza in the last 24 hours was destroyed by the Iron Dome mobile all-weather air defense system. It says Mohammed Al-Abrami, head of Qatar's Gaza Reconstruction Committee, announced September 6th that an agreement was reached to restore calm in the enclave. Israel also blocked the entry of essential humanitarian supplies simultaneously with attacks on Gaza in May. The situation at the border gates did not change despite the ceasefire. Right, that goes into when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction come upon them. Either two sides, even though they keep on coming with these agreements over and over and over again, they will never have no peace. Even if it doesn't matter if they have so many agreements on either side. Even if Egypt try to come in to help escalate the situation, trying to continue peace talks and ceasefire and all that, these two groups would never fully get along with each other. it'll never be no peace between these either two groups over there in the Gaza Strip with Hamas versus the Israelis and the IDF and all that. It'll never be no peace over there in the Middle East. And it says, continue on with the reading of the article. It says, gathering, understanding, a night confusing union. Palestine youngsters protesters at Israel's blockage disturbing settlers and Israeli soldiers by burning car tires and throwing sound bombs and border strips in various regions. So yeah, as I just brought out this article, for sit-down edification purposes, this I'm doing the lesson right here in the news. This article right here that shows, hey, these two groups will never get along with each other over there, the Gaza Strip with the Hamas versus the IDF, the Israelis, over there, the Israeli government, the armies in the Gaza Strip with the Hamas, the groups over there, their army, they'll never have no peace with each other, even though, like I mentioned before, they had these agreements and everything like that. It's going to continue to be war over there. And this sums it up to, like, you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. Nation shall rise against nation. You're going to continue to see rise against nation in these last days, even though they have, like, peace and safety, but it's still going to be that sudden destruction. There's going to be no fully peace between these two groups, And then you got, like, other escalations of different nations and peoples in the Middle East as well, too. And it was a recent rocket attack over there near the U.S., I believe it's about a U.S. Army facility where the U.S. soldiers be at. It was a couple of airstrikes over there, but it wasn't no casualties reported though. But hey, you're gonna see continual crisis over there in Syria, continued crisis over there in Afghanistan. Even if the Taliban came up with a new government and all that, they got it set up and everything. But it's gonna be continued wars over there in Egypt as well too. That situation over there. You're going to continue to see many different situations of indications of signs of you shall hear wars and rumors of wars, and nation shall rise against nation. And the second war was past, third war coming quickly. And just like you had a few days ago, you had these nations coming together to do military training, war game type tactics with the tanks, U.S. soldiers, the personnels and all that, the helicopters, tanks and all that, and these military troops on foot doing warlike type war games. They getting prepared for war, just in case if something go down. They made it in a statement when I was reading an article a few days ago about that Russia and the other country I can't really name come to my head, but yeah, Slovakia. They made that statement. That was an important statement that they made, that they do these exercise, military drills, stuff and like that. They said one important statement that I read was the last part, which is important, and hit the nail in the coffin right there. It says, the statement that they made was, hey, once, they getting prepared for war, just if anything happens or anything goes down as a precaution. That's why they're doing these war tactic training, war type games, So, this is the article I just wanted to bring out in the news because, I'm going to continue uploading more videos and then my 2 cents of my discussions and sit-down lessons of these videos because, these are part of biblical prophecies, in the last days that we are living in, So with that, I hope this is edifying in the news. I would like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Makakadash. Double honors to the elders of apostles of Great Millstone, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim that scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching his word truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. And shalom to to the Akim that be like unto the speckled bird, which is word, truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. Until next time, I will say Shalom.